Fair use reaction, Black Miller Vice TV. We in the building. Let's go.
Ma'am, who is the manager?
What?
Who is the manager? Can I please speak to the manager?
Huh?
Can I please speak to the manager? Can I get a refund right now?
Baby, you about to get it.
Thank
Wait.
you.
Okay, wait, you better get your shit.
You're cursing. Are you serious?
You want to go to the other side? I'm
Are
gonna
you
show you
serious?
You want to go to the other side? Stop big cussing.
Are you? You cannot treat people like this. This is your job.
Go ahead, get the fuck out of here.
Are you for real?
No, I'm fake.
I don't know what happened to you today.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for me to call
You
you.
handed me soft serve ice cream and then gave me some garbage, and I'm not gonna eat it.
Really? Okay, get out
And
here.
you're rude.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You are so rude.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Bitch,
You are so rude. Go. It's on those cameras, and it's gonna be. Do not touch me. I'm not taking a picture. I'm making sure that I'm gonna be safe whenever I walk out of here.
What you mean? But you want to go though? Go. Bye. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead.
This place is getting shut down. I will do whatever I
Get shut
can.
down, bro. You took my picture for real? Bitch, you
Get
wanna
off
slapped?
of my
You
foot.
want to get slapped?
This is
Hey,
assault.
you
I'm
wanna
calling
get slapped?
the cops.
What the
Yes.
fuck wrong with me?
Ma'am.
See, right here is a perfect case of when people are on demon time. Now, a lot of you, when you watch this, the first thing that you're going to think about is, well, the BW is out of order. She's this, she's that. But what we must understand in this culture here is something called demon time. A lot of people are possessed with demons. And the truth of the matter is the way these demons work based on life experience that I have dealing with people. Demons operate through people to provoke you to anger. The way they do it is they're extremely sarcastic. They know how to use words to trigger you. Then they try to go after whatever it is that you do, and then they play the victim, and then they throw insults without throwing the insults. Everything is covertly done in a sequence of words to get you to be triggered. And then once you're triggered, everybody will be looking at you. You'll look like the aggressor, you'll look like the bad person, and then that pretty much will end whatever job you have, career you have, whatever the situation is, and they'll get you on tape, and then they'll say, see, look at you. Demon time. How demons use people to provoke you to anger. Let's play the clip so we could kind of break it down so that you could see what I could see. Because a lot of you may have looked at the video and you just kind of just went with the woman who is the customer and probably figure, okay, the customer's right. The customer is always right. But if you're not paying attention to the words that the customer is speaking, these are typically words of the Karen. The Karen. Karens typically know how to cause, provoke, and get a reaction out of their victim that they're preying upon. This is how they do it. If you work in customer service, you've experienced this type of stuff. A rude customer who think just because they're a customer that somehow they're right. And a lot of times we hear this nonsense that the customer is always right regardless of what the situation is. That's untrue. You have a lot of people that are customers that are extremely rude. You have customers that believe that, oh, because they're a customer, that somehow they're paying your bills. Not realizing that in business, there's a giving and a receiving. It's not one-sided. You having a job does not mean that, okay, I have a job and because this person came in, they're paying my bills. No, that's not how it works. Because when people think like that, what they believe is that they're above you and you're just some sort of slave who's supposed to just do what you're told. No, that's not how it works. You understand? So let's listen to this clip and find out exactly what's going on here so we can break this thing down. Let's listen in again. Let's go.
Who is the manager?
First thing she said is, who is the manager? Now, I don't know what happened before, but it appears that the customer may have been given something that she don't like, and now she's making a big fuss about it. Typically, when you order something and it's not what you want, the last thing you do is ask for a manager. But this particular customer is asking for a manager because she's trying to escalate the situation that is pretty most likely minor. I mean, if you have an issue with your fries, if your burger is lacking tomatoes, lettuce, or whatever the case is, or some pickles, all you got to do is just go to the register and let them know, look, my burger was this way, my sandwich was this way, my ice cream is melted, and then they'll just typically just exchange it for you. Case closed. But see, when you're dealing with a Karen, when you're dealing with someone that's on demon time, they are typically trying to escalate the matter to the point where it's beyond normalcy. It's like they just don't think logically about the situation. The first thing they want to go after is your job. So when someone asks, let me talk to the manager, what they're doing is essentially throwing a threat out at you to provoke you. In other words, this situation is so petty, so minor, it can be resolved quickly. But the first thing you want to do is go to the manager. Why? Because you're not trying to get something resolved. You're trying to take somebody's job. You see that? So once an employee feels that type of threat, because it's a threat, and typically Karens do this, customers love do this, when they can't get their way or they're talking with a staff member of a company or whatever the case is, the first thing they want to do when they can't get their way is, let me talk to the manager. I don't want to talk to you. Let me talk to the manager. Why? Because they want to throw you under the bus. They want to make it look like you're giving bad customer service, that you're rude, so that somehow after they leave, the manager and you will be going back and forth and you'll get in some sort of trouble. So really, they're attacking your livelihood. So first thing first, she want the manager. Let's go.
Who is the manager? Can I please speak to the manager?
Notice the tone in her voice. Who is the manager? I want to speak to the manager.
Can I please speak to the manager? Can I get a refund right now?
Baby, you about to get it.
Thank you.
Notice that the manager is right there, right? All that loud talk and all of that aggressiveness, the manager's right there. She asks for a refund. Okay, you're about to get it. Cool. You're about to get it.
Okay, wait, you better get your seat.
You're cursing. Are you serious?
Notice this now. She said, you're cursing. Are you serious? Very sarcastically. You're cursing. Are you serious? Are you serious? See, typically Karens, right, and people that are on demon time, they believe that when other people talk, or when other people share their own emotion, that somehow they're not supposed to do certain things, that you're supposed to do things the way they want it done, because they figure you're at your job. You're supposed to be a slave. You're supposed to talk, like a slave, especially if you're black. You're just supposed to talk like, you understand who your master is. That's typically how they do this. So if she heard her under her mouth kind of cussing or whatever the case is, first of all, why does that even bother her if she's getting her change? The woman just said you're getting your change. She's giving her change. So why is she escalating the issue? First, you wanted the manager. And then when you realize that the manager is right there and you can't go the extra step because you realize the manager is also black, now you try another method of demon time. And this is typically what they do is they begin to use your words against you by saying, oh, you're being rude and you're saying something and what you're saying is not right. Listen in.
You want to go to the other side?
Are you serious?
Now notice this. The woman began to speak in Spanish, pretty much telling the partner, because it seems like it's a Spanish establishment, most likely probably Panamanian or Dominican, and they're pretty much talking amongst themselves because they got to speak in code because the woman obviously is in her feelings. And then now, rather than the woman just say, okay, who cares? It is what it is. Let me just get my change and go. No, she's like, are you serious? More sarcastic behavior. Are you serious? Really? Are you going to, really? Really? Now watch this part.
You cannot treat people like this. This is your job.
See that? You see that now? More provoking, more sarcasm. You treat people like this? This is your job. Now, what exactly is she doing again? More threats. What is the threat coming from? from the woman to take her job. Do you get it? You see that? And this is how they try to treat you when you are on your job, as if though you can't speak, you can't talk, you can't speak your mind, and when they're the ones that's being rude. You understand? But they figure, well, I can say whatever I want because I'm the customer. You can't say what you want because you're on your job. Now, we understand there's a certain code of ethics and things you have to do. But at the same time, is this person really interested in their change? No. This person is interested in taking somebody's job because that's typical of what Karens do. They try to get you in trouble because they're on demon time. This is how demons use people, to provoke you to anger. And this can happen anywhere. Do you understand me? Anywhere. People normally have demons in them that are operating to try to sabotage or provoke you to anger. Let's go.
Are you for real?
No, I'm fake.
Notice she asked the young lady, "Are you for real?" More sarcasm. So how did the woman respond? She said, "No, I'm fake." You see what I'm saying? Because first of all, she is real. You see it's real, but she's trying to escalate it. She's trying to get more out of you. She's trying to trigger all your emotions because that's how they do it. When demons are trying to take something from you, when demons are trying to sabotage you, when demons are trying their best to provoke you to anger so that you can lose everything, they'll continue to use sarcasm and provoking words to trigger all your senses, to trigger all your emotions, to get a reaction out of you. That's how they work. Listen.
I don't know what happened to you today.
Notice that. I don't know what happened to you today. More provoking words by suggesting that something must have happened to you today which caused you to be so angry. All she's doing is stirring the pot of anger, stirring the pot, provoking, triggering. It's like taking a knife and carving and provoking and poking at a wound that's on your body. You have a cut, a scab, and she just chips off the scab to make it bleed a little bit more. That's how it is when demons use people to provoke you to anger.
I'm sorry. You handed me soft serve ice cream and then gave me some garbage.
Notice that. She said they gave me some garbage. More provoking words. They gave me some garbage. Garbage. Do you understand me? Now notice this. Before she said that, the young lady said, "I'm sorry," which means she apologized. Okay, case closed. Let's move on. Here's the change. Go about your business. But no. More provoking. Now she's saying that they gave me some garbage. See, it's not about the change. It's about demon time. It's about provoking you. There's people who love to provoke because they are demon possessed. And there's a lot of people out here like that. Let's go.
Really? Okay, get out
and
here.
you're rude.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
She said that the young lady is so rude. See how they flipped it? And at this point, now the manager is angry. Now the manager is in her feelings. Now the manager feels belittled and she can't take it no more. But being that she's behind the counter, it's her job. She feels that she has to be a professional. But at this point, all of that goes off the table. All bets are off when you feel that way, because when you're triggered and when you're angry, people don't realize at that point, you don't really care about no job. You're like, look, you're here insulting me. You're here doing this. You're provoking me. I'm going to let loose now because enough is enough. And that's pretty much what happens next.
You are so rude.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Bitch,
You are so rude.
See that? She said, "You're so rude" multiple times. And then she has her phone in her face, which again is to get the reaction. Like, why would you pull out the phone? Just get your change and leave. Go to another fast food joint. Just get your change and leave. But they can't. They got to stick around you. They got to hover around you. They got to provoke you to anger.
Go. It's on those cameras, and it's going to be on. Do not touch me. I'm not taking a picture. I'm making sure that I'm going to be safe whenever I walk out of here.
See that? She says she's trying to be safe so that she could walk out of here. Look how long she been there. Where's the change? Why can't she just get her change and leave? But no, she got what she wanted. She got the moment of the woman coming out. She got in uniforms. You see the Burger King logo. It looked like a Burger King logo or something along those lines. So she got it on tape and she told her first thing, the cameras in the store see you and my camera see you. Yeah, so now we got you. I got you angry, I got a reaction, and now your job is on the line. That is how demons use people to provoke you.
What you mean? But you want to go, though. Go, bye.
Notice she's telling her to leave, but the woman don't want to leave. Why? Because she's on demon time. Here we have somebody else coming into the picture, most likely to get the woman to pretty much do what she need to do, because it seemed like that. I don't know who's the manager, to tell you the truth, but I'm assuming that the woman in the background is actually the manager, but it don't look that way. I don't know, but it is what it is. Like she's trying to come over to, I guess, kind of prevent her from causing any more harm to her job and whatnot. But hey, let's just see how it plays out.
I don't give a fuck. Hey,
This place is getting shut down. I will do whatever
they
I
don't get shut
can.
down, bro.
Now notice that the woman says, we're going to get this place shut down. Now think about this. Why would you want the place shut down if your issue is just with that one person? See how that works, people? You see how that works? Based on the attire of the second person that came in frame, it's clear that this woman here that you see is the manager because she don't have the apron on. So she would be the manager and the other woman would be one of the workers that pretty much do handle other issues. But now she says she's going to have the place shut down. Now, why would you have the place shut down if it includes all the other workers that are being employed by the place? Why? You see that? This is how you know when someone's on demon time, when their objective is to shut everything down. Why? Because they work for Satan. And this is what happens. This is how demons use people to provoke you to anger, fam. Pay attention. Let's go.
You took my picture for real? Bitch, you
Get off of my foot.
You want to get slapped?
This is assault. I'm calling the cops.
Now she's calling the cops. You see that? That was her goal the whole time. That was her goal the whole time, to get you to have something, some sort of assault. She said, why are you stepping on my foot? This is assault. I'm calling the cops. That was the goal from the beginning. You see that? Do you see how I took you through a stage of events, a sequence of events of how demons use people to provoke you to anger? And look what happened. It went from give me my change down to her being rude, obnoxious, using a lot of sarcasm, provoking the woman. And now the woman because she's in her feelings and angry, now she's doing things that is jeopardizing herself, which is now going to cause her to lose her job and also possibly get arrested. You see how that works? And the woman gets to walk out of the establishment with the pleasure of knowing that the police is coming and you're going to lose your job. And it was all over some ice cream. See how that worked? All of that nonsense over some ice cream.
Ma'am, who?
That's all we have for you today. Understand, brothers and sisters, this is how demons use people to provoke you to anger. And it can happen anywhere, on your 9 to 5, in a restaurant, on YouTube, anywhere. This is how people are used by demons to provoke you to anger. Let's go.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.